Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. I hope that you're staying as cool and as comfortable as possible with the awful heat that we've got going on at the moment here in the UK. Anyone watching this from a bit further afield, you might be like, oh, 33, 34 degrees isn't so bad. Yeah, our buildings are meant to keep the heat in. So it's not comfortable and it's not very nice. It's been that hot that when I tried to put a new sensor in for my diabetes, the adhesive just wouldn't stick to probably my very sweaty skin, but also the adhesive was just too soft to stick. So yeah, I hope anyone watching this in the UK, you're staying cool, staying hydrated, and most importantly, staying safe. So, what have I been up to since the last video? First of all, I had a delivery of the game that I was hoping would be for last week's video, but it came a bit late, but here it is. Yakuza Kiwami 2. For the PlayStation Hits. Another one checked off the list for that game. I've never played a Yakuza game. I know that a lot of people really rate them. I don't think Kiwami 2 is the place to start. I think chronologically Yakuza 0 is the first one, which is also a PlayStation Hits. So hopefully I'll pick that up. And I read online that Kiwami 1 is a NTSC only PlayStation Hits. It only got a digital release here in Europe and not a physical copy. But I've also read online that if I pick up a NTSC copy, it will still play on my PlayStation 4. I just won't be able to play any of the downloadable content, but maybe something for down the line. I don't need to be adding games to my backlog at the moment. As for what I've been playing, I'll be honest, I haven't actually played that much, just because I've been too hot to sit around. Unfortunately, I don't get much airflow in my game room at the moment. I've played like half an hour, 45 minutes here and there of Clair Obscur when I was cooking a barbecue the other day. I took the Switch outside with me, sat outside trying to play that, but while I was cooking it was hard to concentrate on the both. Other than that, I haven't actually been up to all that much. On Sunday, I've got a little ritual that I've been talking to my therapist about, called No Responsibility Sundays. So on Sundays, it's only rest or play, basically. Only fun things I want to do, hobbies I want to try, activities I've not done before and I'm interested in. But this Sunday, I didn't really have anything planned. There was no Formula One on. So I booked a ticket last minute to Creed comic conventions at the ICC in Birmingham. It was only £9 a ticket, so it wasn't mega expensive, and the train there and back's like £6, so not a lot. So I went for a walk around up there, and it was not cool. It was very hot in there. It was a fair few people, even though I went up later. I personally didn't rate it so much. There was a lot of what I consider to be tat in there. Just used bits and pieces. I don't want to yak on anyone else's yum. If some people might go and have found their favourite things in the world, which is great, more power to you. But when I'm seeing the same cards over and over and the same 3D printed things and that type of thing, it just gets a bit repetitive for me. there's some nice jewellery, which is, again, it's not my thing, but there's some nice jewellery. The artists that were there, any artist is incredible. I can't draw, I can't create, I can't, anything like that is not for me. Oh boy, I'm sweating my bored little head off. There was, what actually was there that was really cool, there was a lot of Lego. I think there was a brick convention going on in the same hall, so there was lots of Lego there. I could have spent a lot of money there, but going into Lego isn't something I want to develop into more than a passing interest of, cars that I'm into, or sets that I like the Game Boy set that I had for my birthday. But some of the stuff that Lego creators do is very impressive. There's cosplayers there. Again, I've got nothing but respect for anyone who does any sort of cosplay. I couldn't pull it off. I wouldn't be able to design any of the costumes or make any of the costumes, and some of them looked absolutely incredible. There was someone dressed as Boba Fett walking around, sneaking up behind people, and he's got pre-recordings of Boba Fett lines about the Empire. That was pretty funny. Saw him scare the bejesus out of a few people. But yeah, that's about it. On to this week. I do have a plan, but it's not very video game focused. I am going to try my hand at kayaking on Sunday. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. I enjoy being out in nature, so to speak. Being around on the water is something that's always relaxed me. It's something I've always enjoyed. So I thought, why not give it a try? Going on my own, as I do most things. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Things are good to do on your own, but things are always better with other people. But you can't allow not having other people to do things with stop you from doing the things you want to do and the things you want to try. I think other than that, I'm going to wrap it up, because I am melting away in this room. I have no fans in here, so it's been like being in a bit of a sauna. But yeah, if anyone is watching, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If anyone is feeling lonely, feel free to reach out. The links for the Discord and Instagram will be in the description below. That's what Player 2 Press Start's for, is for people to come together and talk and communicate and not feel so alone in the world. But yeah, again, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay safe, and have a good weekend. Bye bye.